Hey guys, so today I'm going to do another whole brow upside down. For practice purposes. This is not necessarily to do on a human, because you know you have to move your body all around, but for passing your levels, this will hopefully help you. You know who you are. So anyways, as usual, let's ignore my head strokes because they're typically different. Let's do this one. So at this point, I have the arch facing me, facing my body. So now I've told you before that when I am doing human skin, I typically go head stroke, head stroke, head stroke, head stroke, and then I complete one brow, leave it unmasked, and then go on to the next brow, finish that out, and then mask both at the same time. I find it really helpful for people, especially when you're starting out, so that you could see exactly where you put strokes. And let's just say this lady, what should she have? Should she have, or man, whatever, who wants lady brows? I guess we'll just do, let's do a, you know what, it's for you, so okay, never mind. We're not gonna get creative. We're just gonna go 0.6. This whole thing I'm doing upside down until I'm going to do my upper strokes. And as a lot of you know, I do my bottom strokes first. It's easier for me. If you find doing top is easier for you, then that's awesome. But just for me, I really like to have my kind of like my spine established. Also, when you're practicing, remember, always clean your blade religiously. Nobody needs build up. Practicing and doing people, you always want a clean blade. And always clean when you're done practicing, okay? That way your blades will last you longer. Okay, so again, I'm staying, like I said, upside down. And this is really how I would do a human. I'm on our left, or this brow, let's just say their right, our right, when you're sitting upside down, this is how I do it on a human, okay? The right brow, when I practice there, not so much. I mean, of course, I'm not stretching the skin. My hands are shaking. I've had like 12 cups of coffee thus far today. FYI, I'm using Scalpa pigment today. Just because, you know, I like to try everything. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna face the tail to me to do my upper strokes. Remember, baby stroke always starts in between T1 and T3. These are gonna start out on the line and come off a bit, and gradually I'll get longer. Okay, so then what I would do in this situation is go back. Now I'm gonna start filling. Remember what we're doing here when we're filling these strokes. Not only are we creating the illusion of hair, we are creating a spine. And this line will be very defined. And you're not crossing strokes. What you're doing is you're merging them into each other. It can be kind of confusing at first, but it's like kind of like one of those things, like once it clicks, it clicks. And you won't be able to like switch it up if your life depended on it, to be honest. I'm just gonna go in here and put another one. If anybody cares at all, I'm depressed. Dave Matthews started his fall tour, and guess where I am? Not there. So that sucks. Okay, now we're gonna go in and fill our upper strokes. Now at this point, again, I turn the latex towards me for the tail to face me. Now, if this were a live person, I would also be on this side of them. This is exactly how I would do it, being a live human. Well, as opposed to a dead one, but you know, live skin. So we're merging onto this line that we've created. Get as close as you can to the stack before the one you're working on. If you're not close, you're creating waves. And that doesn't look natural. It looks like you have like curly eyebrows. Now, I don't like leaving my brows on a point here. I notice that some people do, and I mean, I'm no one to judge at all. But I just don't find that leaving something on a point looks very good. Personally, again, personal preference. So in this case right here where this is like off, I would go ahead and I would add another lower stroke or another stacking stroke just to connect and pull it down on my outline. So the more you could stick on this line, the better. Like I said, you don't want these spiky ends. Is that how I want to phrase it? Let's see what we've got underneath this. I'll go ahead and use my oil. FYI, this is my own latex that I made. And I love it. So obviously what I would do here in this event, I would go in and put something here. Just to fill it up. Okay, so there's our brow upside down. Whole thing. I think it turned out all right, but you can always go back and fix whatever you need. Whatever you missed, whatever you didn't miss. So let's look at it head on, and there we are. Again, notice that the line is straight and pretty defined. You know, a lot of masters like it to go like this and then curve down, which this one did. But just as long as you have this defined line here, is really what you need to have. It's a huge piece of the brow. I would say besides, you know, head strokes, it's by far the most essential part of your brow. Because that's what adds like depth. That's what makes it look so real. But that's all. So I'm done for now. I have a lot of cleaning to do. You know who you are. You let me know if this helped you, okay? I will talk to y'all soon.